welcome to Yoga Life Online. I'm Lindsay. Thank you for joining us today for our flow for the core. So when I say core, yes, we think about a six-pack. We think about the belly, we think about abs, but actually our core is so much more. As well as having the abs, so the rectus abdominis at the front, we've got the sides of the body, we've got the lower back, and we've got the hips. So all of that is the central part of our body. It stabilizes us, keeps the back nice and healthy, it keeps our joints working, and most importantly, it makes us feel good when we've got a nice steady core. It's a very centering part of the body. This will be probably the only time you're going to see me without a t-shirt on, and that's simply because I really want you to know where we're working with. I also want you to see that when my belly hangs out, just like everyone else's. So let's get going. We're going to close the eyes for a moment and take a nice deep inhale and start to breathe right down into that belly, into that core. Don't worry if it hangs out, let it puff out for now. And then as you exhale, just softly begin to draw your belly button in. As you inhale, breathing in, fill up the belly, let it hang out, let it soften. And then exhale, squeeze out the breath, squeeze that core, lift it in and up. Inhale, breathe down all the way into that belly. And then exhale, begin to squeeze the breath out. Last one, inhale deeply. And exhale fully. And as you exhale, squeezing out, we're going to hold on to that feeling. So it's a little bit of a pull just below your belly button. In yoga, we know this is Uddiyana Bandha. So it's a little lock there that you're holding the energy in. You're holding there the very lowest part of your abs as well. You can start to think about what we call the Mula Bandha. So this is your pelvic floor. For guys, it's the perineum. It's that little space at the very root of the body. And you just start to think about gently lifting that. You might find that you automatically then start to squeeze your glutes as well. And as you lift up in these places, you just get a little bit of strength going. Again, we're going to pull in now, this time with the ribs. So gently encouraging them back into the spine, so we're not flaring out too much. You'll see today I've got pretty big ribs from talking so much with you guys, but I still want to try and pull them in, so then it pulls in this midsection of the back. From here, let's gently start to bring the knees together. We're going to come into boat pose. The feet are on the floor to begin with. The hands can come to rest on the back of your thighs. And then inhale, start to sit up really tall. Find some length here. So all the time that we draw in with the belly, we've then got space to draw it up, to find this beautiful bit of length. Hands on the thighs, maybe you start to lift your toes off the floor. Try to rest forward on your sitting bones. So really nice bony bits on the very base of the bum. And not back here on the sacrum. And as you roll forward, you find you automatically sit up really tall, really proud. So holding here in this boat pose. Inhaling, lifting up really nice. Keep this pull in with the belly, pull in with the ribs. Get this long back. We're pushing away from the ground. Exhaling. Inhaling, lifting up. And then with your exhale, you squeeze in, you draw the belly in. One more hit, inhale. And then exhaling, we're slowly going to take our time. We're going to roll down vertebra by vertebra. Try to keep the belly low and eventually come onto your shoulders. Bring the feet to the floor, bring the hands down for a moment. We're going to lift the knees up and then bring them over your hips. We want the shins to be roughly parallel with the floor. And your hands can just gently drop out to the sides. Rest your shoulders down, rest your head down. From here, let's just take a little rock. We're going to take the knees over to the right. They don't need to come all the way to the hand, just a little rocking to begin with. Gently come back through the center. And then rock over to the left on an exhale. Gently come back through the center. As the knees go to the right, take that nice exhale, begin a little squeeze of the belly. And inhale to the center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale. center. Just a gentle rock. Maybe this time you move a little bit closer to the hand. Back through the center. Taking your time, we're just warming up into this twisted feeling through the core. Back to the center. Take your rock over to the right, final time. Back to the center. Over to the left. And back to the center. Let's take the feet up high now. Start to push the heels away. If you've got tight hamstrings, you can just soften the toes or point them even. Keep drawing your belly all the way in, right down to the floor. And then we're going to do the same thing, this time with the legs straight. You might find it's a little bit harder. You might find you want to buckle. See if you can go halfway between your hand and the ceiling. And then come back to the center. Slowly, steadily, let's take it over the other way. Coming about halfway, you'll be able to see now how far down my feet are coming. Gently come back to the center. So working to find your edge, where the feet just get to the point that they don't quite want to go any further. And then back to the center. Take it really slowly over to the left. And then back to the center. One more round. Over to the right. Take it easy. Back to the center. And then over to the left. Back to your center. Point and flex the toes. Take a second there to loosen out the legs. And then slowly as you can, we're going to lower the heels all the way down to the floor. Keep those hands steady. See if you can keep the back on the ground for as long as possible. Just gently, steadily. And then when you think you're almost at the floor, pause. And then inhale. Slowly as you can, lift the feet back up. Press the spine to the floor. We'll do 2 more like that. Gently lower the feet all the way down towards the ground. Take your time, there's no rush. And then lift the feet back up. One more time. Gently lower the feet. Keep the belly button pulling into the ground. Feel firmly rooted. And when you get there, inhale. Lift the legs back. Let's draw the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around. Take a pause. Maybe rock to each side. Just hanging out there for a moment. And then from here, slowly, we're going to take a couple of rolls up the back. You can either tuck the chin to the chest, or you can just roll onto your side and push up. If you're rolling, then just slowly coming up. Don't let your feet touch the floor. Take a couple of rounds, the chin is in nice and tight. And then eventually on this next round, we're going to come back to that boat pose. We're going to sit up really tall. We're going to lift the legs nice and high. Arms come out to the side, perhaps this time. Inhale, drawing up. Lift the chest. Hands parallel to the legs. From here, inhale, lift the hands all the way. And then as you exhale, start to roll yourself back down. Bring the knees into the chest. Tuck the chin and roll yourself back up or roll over to the side. Hands come out. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, rolling slowly down. Bring the knees in. And then rolling yourself back up. Inhale, last time, lifting up. Exhale, slowly. Mobilizing through the spine as you come down. Bring the knees in. And then roll yourself back up, hands to the sky. From here, let's cross the ankles and gently come onto all fours, rolling onto the knees. Walk yourself back so your knees come beneath your hips, your wrists come beneath your shoulders. Gently settle there, the feet touch down onto the mat. As you inhale, start to lower your belly, lift your hips, lift your shoulders. Really nice cat-cow. Don't let the belly hang out though. Keep the belly button pulling in nice and strong. And then as you exhale, round back up, really nice, hollow out through the spine. Inhale, lower the belly, lift your hips, lift your shoulders. And then exhale, rounding the back all the way up to the ceiling, pulling in. Inhale, one more set, lower the belly, lift the chest forward. And then exhale, rounding the back all the way up to the ceiling. Gently come to the center, have a little wiggle with the hips. As the hips go one way, maybe you start to let the head go the other way. It's getting into the hips now. That extra part of our core that we often don't think of as core. But really the hips are the true core. A true stabilizer. Come back to the center. Feel your back nice and strong. Feel the belly drawing in. Inhale, reach your right hand all the way forward. Just hold it here. Exhale, extending, lengthening through that side. And then gently lower. Let's take the left hand all the way forward. And just hold it. So already you might begin to feel this in the body. Reach that hand forward so you can get this little extra extension on that side. And then bring it down. Inhaling, right hand forward. Let's pick up the left leg. And then just pause. Just hold in there. Keep the belly in. Keep the back long. And then slowly lower. Left hand, right leg, hold. Keep the belly up. Keep the arm by the ear. Lift that heel as high as you can. And then lower. One more. Let's take the right hand, left leg, draw them out. And then let's squeeze all the way to the center and hold. You might get a bit of that arching in the back as you just pull in here. Holding your knee all the way, maybe you touch your nose with your forehead. And then inhale, extend. Lower down. Let's pick up the left arm, right leg, draw them all the way out. I like to push the heel away, as if you're stamping on a wall behind you. And then from here, gently, let's draw into the center, holding. Maybe the back begins to round to the ceiling. Maybe pull your nose and your knee together. And then gently inhale, open. Exhale, lower. From there, spread your fingertips. Walk them forward to the very top of the mat. We're going to gently tuck under the toes and lift all the way up to downward facing dog. Maybe you take a little rock in the hips, a bend in the knees. Inhaling, nice deep breath in. Exhaling. Inhale, look forward. Let's roll into plank. Exhale, lower your knees, untuck your toes. Draw the chest forward and see how the belly pulls in. So we don't let the belly just flop down, we let the chest come first. Elbows in nice and tight, toes down, inhale, lift the chest forward. Pull the belly button up, pull the pelvis up, squeeze the glutes. Holding here, gently lifting the hands off the floor. Holding, maybe lift the feet off the floor. And then exhale, lower hands and feet. And gently push back and up, go downward facing dog. Inhale in, pick up your right foot. As you exhale, bend the knee, bring it all the way into your nose. Hover, pull the belly in, pull the hips down. Inhale, lift that foot all the way up. Exhale, bring your knee all the way into your nose. Inhale, lifting. One more time, exhale, knee all the way to your nose. And inhale, take it up. Exhale, lower the right foot. Inhale, rock those shoulders forward over the wrists. Lower your knees, untuck your toes. Draw the chest forward and down, belly pulling in. Inhale, sliding forward, rest the belly down. Maybe start to pick up your hands. Push the belly button into the floor. Maybe you lift the feet. And then gently, hands down, feet down. Let's push back and up. Downward facing, left leg, inhale, pick it up. Exhale, knee all the way into the nose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, all the way into the nose, hips come down. Inhale, lifting up. One more time, exhale, come all the way forward. And then inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower down, downward facing. Inhale, rolling forward. This time maybe you lower the knees, maybe you come through chaturanga, halfway and hold. And then inhale, lift it up, open up. Exhaling, come back and up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, pick those hips all the way up. And then exhale, let's step the feet right up to the top of the mat. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Hollow that belly, put it right up into the spine. And then as you exhale, take a fold. Let the hips lift up. Maybe you bend the knees. Maybe the legs stay straight and you push the heels down. But keep lifting in the hips. Draw the chest in towards your thighs. Wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a great big hug. Inhale here, expanding the back of the body. Exhaling with folding. Maybe your nose comes to your knees. And then inhale, release. But slowly lift back up. Keep the back nice and flat. Come up to stand. Bring the feet together. Engaging. Press those big toes down. Lifting up through the center. Pick up the ribs. Pick up the waist. Lift away from the floor. Fingertips reach down. Inhaling, sweep the hands all. Exhaling, folding back down, hollow the belly. Inhale, sink your hips down to chair pose. Arms reach all the way up by your ears. Hips down. Draw those belly all the way in. Scooping in and up through the torso. Exhale, draw the hips down. Let's gently bring the palms to the center here. Inhale, pull the ribs up away from the waist. Exhale, take a little turn to your right. So keep the legs squeezing together here. The big toes are touching. The thighs are drawing in. And we're turning with the waist. We're turning with the chest. Gently, the palms come into the center. Pressing the fingertips to your thumbs. Stay here or bring the elbow to the knee if that arm is already in about the right position. Stay here or open the arms up. Really get that twist going. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let's come back through the center. Fold to the up. Lift your hips all the way up. And then inhale. Let's sink the hips down. We'll do the other side. Arms reach up. And then bring the palms to the center. Take an inhale. Lengthen. Take an exhale to turn. So you can pause there. That's a good place to be. We're pulling everything in. We're twisting in the center. If you wanted to, your elbow can come to the outside of the knee and you just gently encourage the thumbs to the center of the chair. Stay there or open up. Inhale. Sink those hips down. Exhale and come through the center. Lift the hips. Fold it down. Inhale, look forward. Lengthen the body. Exhale, hands down, step or float the feet back. Lower the knees or just go halfway. And then inhale to lift your chest. Exhale, let's come back and up. Down facing dog. Spread your fingertips. Spread your toes. We're going to hold here. Inhale. Pick those hips all the way up to the sky. Lengthen the back of the legs. If you're dropping those heels down, then make sure you're lifting the back of the legs. Don't just hang out in flexibility if that's what you've got. If you're feeling inflexible, make sure not to step the feet forward. It'll be easier, it means your heels are more likely to touch the ground, but that's not the goal here. The goal is that length, so walk it back, enjoy the challenge. Last inhale here, and exhale. Inhale, let's pick up the right foot. And then exhale, bring that knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down, and then lower your left knee, untuck the toe. As you inhale, start to gently draw yourself up. And you can play around here. You can move in the lunge. You can rock forward and back. And then choosing where to settle. Some of us might be most comfortable with the hips over the back knee. If you're there, then pushing that back knee into the floor, lifting the glutes. Some of us are happier leaning forward. That's going to open up this hip flexor. It's going to really lengthen through the leg. Keep the glutes engaged. Keep lifting up. Don't fall into flexibility if that's what you've got. Inhaling, reach the hands all the way up. Exhaling, pushing in through the ribs. Hollow this little belly. Pull him in. Gently encouraging everything into the spine. Inhaling to lift. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring the left hand down towards the ground. So taking your time here. Maybe the fingertips touch. Maybe you grab hold of a block or a book, maybe even a pillow. If you've got it, then you bring the fingertips down and just gently leaning over to the side. And take an inhale, pull this right hand up and out of the hip. Enjoy this little side stretch. Exhale. And then inhaling slowly, bring the arm back up, sweep both hands up to the sky. From there, exhale, bring the left hand all the way forward to line up with the right hand. And then turn towards the right knee. So twisting this way. Inhaling, lift those fingertips up to the ceiling. Exhale. exhaling, push the front foot, push the front toes into the floor. Inhale, lifting. Exhaling, maybe you change the position of your hips. If you've had enough there, keep the glutes squeezing. Keep strong through the hips, through all the parts of the core. And then slowly, let's bring the hand down. We're going to tuck under the back toe, lift the knee. We're going to pick that right foot, take it all the way up. So you can either go back to down dog. You can lower the foot and go through normal vinyasa or lower hip. And then inhale, both feet down, lift the chest. Exhale, let's come back and up, other side. Inhale, pick up your left foot. And then exhale, step that left foot all the way forward. Lower your right knee. Untucking the toes. Inhale, let's pick the hands up. Again, have a little bit of movement here. A little bit of enjoyment into the hips. And then lifting up nice and tall. Starting here, picking up. Maybe you come forward, get the length into the hip flexor. Get this deep flexion in this side. Keep drawing up and in. Keep finding length through the body. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, let's extend that right arm up. And then slowly start to bring your right hand down. Maybe just reach for the floor. That's a good place. The left hand coming high. Maybe the fingertips come down. Maybe you're quite comfortable there and you start to stretch to the side. The legs are staying the same. Just taking this side stretch, coming all the way up out of the hip. Inhaling, find this space. Exhale. Inhale, one more in. And exhale. With that inhale, we're going to slowly pick the hand back up, come back up to it. And then drop your right hand forward to line up with the left ankle. And let's pick up the left hand, let's turn to the other side. Again, feel free, move around in the hips. Nothing has to be completely static if that doesn't suit you. Lifting up here, push away with the foot, push away with the hand, get away from that up. Exhale. One more inhale to lift. And then exhale, let's bring the hand down, tuck under the back toe, lift the knee. Pick the left leg up. Either come back, come to down dog, or you can lower forward. And then inhale to lift. Expand and extend the front of the body. Exhale, come back and up. Hips to the sky, downward facing, or come down into your child. Inhaling here, keep pulling the hips back, whichever option you're in. If you're in a child pose, the hands are still staying forward, the hips are still drawing back. Inhaling, let's take one more breath. And exhaling. Inhaling, let's slowly roll the shoulders forwards. And then exhale, lower. You can take the knees down or come all the way. Taking your time. And eventually come to lie on that belly. Let's bring the hands beneath the shoulders. Inhaling, slowly draw the chest forward, lifting up. Lift the hands. Maybe you lift the feet. Pushing down with the pelvis. Squeezing those glutes to help lift the legs. Squeezing with the calves. Squeezing with the thighs. Hands up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, let's do another one. Draw the chest forward and then slowly lifting hands, lifting feet, engage through the legs. Push those toes away. So be really long here. Maybe you start to take the hands forward this time. Inhale and then exhale, lower down. Take an in-breath here. And exhale. Slowly, I'm going to push back onto the knees. And make sure those knees are just about under the hips. Come down onto your forearms. And then take an inhale, lower the belly. Take an exhale, rounding the back up. Little cat-cow, low version here. Inhaling, lower the belly, lift the head, look forward. Exhale, rounding the back all the way to the ceiling. Last one. Inhaling, stick up the head, stick up the chest, and then staying here in this little back bend. The hands can rest as they are, or you can walk the arms forward and come into this Utthita Shishasana, extended puppy. Letting the head drop down. Letting the chest sink down towards the foot. Keep picking up those hips, really lengthening in the back. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhaling slowly. We're going to slide the shoulders forward over the elbows. We're going to tuck under the toes. We're going to just gently lift the knees. Come into low plank. Inhaling here. Drop those hips down. Get them level with the rest of the body. The plank is flat. We're not sticking up here. We're keeping low. Inhaling. And then exhaling. Start to step your feet forward. Keep the arms steady. Come into dolphin pose. We're dropping those heels down. Same as down dog. You want to lift those hips. You want to push away with the arms here. Extending and expanding. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhaling, slowly look forward. And then exhale, lower the knees back down to the mat. Inhale, pick up your right arm, twist it up to the ceiling. And then exhale, let's slide that arm underneath the left, come to rest on your shoulder. Take an inhale, your left hand either walks forward or bring it all the way onto your back. And then turning the shoulder, turning the chest to the side. If the hand is resting here on the hip, or maybe you can slip it around to hold onto the thigh. Inhaling, just encouraging, maybe start to look to the ceiling now, just to get this full twist going through the body. Exhaling, soften into the ground. Last one here, inhale. And then exhale, release. Hand to the floor, pushing back to all fours. Maybe take a little rock. And then inhale, pick up your left hand. Exhale, let's slide it underneath. Come to rest on the shoulder. Hand can go up overhead or rested on the hip. Maybe you loop round, grab hold of that thigh, and just hold on there. Slowly returning the shoulders to the side. Maybe you start to turn your head. Get a little bit of extra stretch there into the neck. Inhaling deeply. And then exhale, let's push the hand down. Both hands beneath the shoulders. Tuck under your toes. And then just gently start to roll your hips back. From here, you can do some kind of jump through, or you can just simply come back and lift the shins, coming back into boat pose. If you're jumping through, jump through to boat pose. Inhale, pick up the hands. And then exhale, slowly lower the hands, lower the feet. You're going to stretch those legs forward. Going to come into forward fold. Inhaling, sitting up really tall, lengthening up away from the ground. Exhaling, start to walk the body forward. Try to keep length in the back. So rather than rounding forward here, you can see we get a little hangout going. We're going to inhale, we're going to pick ourselves all the way up. Sitting up really tall, really long in the back. And then just gently folding through that pelvis. You keep the pull in with the belly. Gives you more space to slowly stretch forward. Hands rest on the shins. This is a great place to be. Inhaling, sitting up nice and tall. And then exhaling, bowing down. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, just gently stretching. Maybe the hands come to the feet. Whatever feels comfortable for your body. Push the legs down, push the heels down, flex your toes. If you've got the grip, you pull the toes in towards you. That's going to deepen the stretch. But one more here. Inhale. And exhale. And then slowly, we're going to bring the right hand. We're going to hook onto the left toe. Maybe you just hold onto the shin. And we're gently going to sit up tall. We're going to bring that left leg with us. So whether you've got the shin there, that's quite comfortable, that's quite nice. If you've got the grip and you can reach, maybe you take the outer edge of the left foot with your right hand and then start to pull this left hand behind you. Opening up here, inhaling, nice big twist. Lifting with the back, so sitting really tall. Holding there. Inhaling one more time. And then exhaling, let's come forward, let's bend this leg. And then crossing the leg over the right. If that doesn't feel comfortable in your anatomy, then you keep the legs together. And have the left foot a little bit away from the right. Either way, we're going to wrap the right arm around and we're going to take one more time that knee is pulling in, we're sitting up tall. And we're just gently encouraging the ribs to turn away from the waist. Maybe the arm comes across, and then push the knee into the arm. So get a little bit of resistance there. You can make a mudra. Or my favorite is to bring the hand down, resting on the fleshy part. Learn to love the fleshy parts of the body. And then just gently encouraging your shoulders and your chest to turn. We've got one more in-breath here. And then exhale, let's come back forward. We're going to bring the knee out to the side. We're going to hug this right foot in. And then just sit there, again nice and tall. Flexing the toes on the left foot. So you can push your arm there, it's quite nice. Just to encourage that foot to stretch. Or you can keep gripping onto the thigh. Inhale, get tall. Rocking onto the sitting bones. So remember the bony bits at the front of the body. Inhaling in. And then exhaling, let's slowly uncross. Bring both heels down, sitting up tall. Inhaling, exhaling, bow forward. Stretch towards your right leg. So maybe the hands grip onto the foot, maybe they hold onto the shin. Inhaling, we're going to pick that leg up. So either holding onto the leg here is quite nice, or you bring the outer left hand onto the outer right foot. And then you slowly take a little turn. So even if you're holding onto the shin, if it's too much, you bend the knee, hug the knee in. Either way, let's open up. Inhaling, big stretch. Exhaling. Push the heel away. We're getting a hamstring stretch as well as a twist into the core. Inhale, last one in. And then exhale, bend that knee. And remember, we can place the foot on the inside of the thigh or we cross it to the outside. And then we bring the left arm around. So opposite arm to leg, turn the other way. Bring the back hand down and then just taking that variation with the arm that you choose. Inhale, picking up the ribs, exhaling to turn. Inhaling, last one here. Exhaling slowly, let's come back forward. Let's bring both legs uncrossed. And then we'll bring the ankle to the knee. We'll let the knee come to the side. We'll slide the left leg in. Inhale, sitting up really tall. Exhale. Maybe use that left arm just to encourage the toes in. Maybe you just keep hold of the thigh. Inhaling, sitting up tall as you can, not forcing here this posture. Final exhale. Inhale, sit up tall. And then gently uncrossing your legs. Let's bring both knees in towards us. Come back into our boat pose. Lift the shins. Sit up tall. Inhale fully. Exhale, relax the shoulders back. Inhale, sit up tall through the spine. Lifting the neck, lifting up through the crown of your head. Maybe you start to lift the arms all the way up. Inhaling in. Exhaling, soften through the back now. So we take one more inhale, strengthening, we're pulling in our Mula Bandha, pulling in our Uddiyana Bandha, that lowest part of the belly. And then exhaling, hands forward, let's bring the feet down. Shift your hips forward towards your heels, and then gently, with the arms outstretched, let's roll down, one vertebra at a time. And eventually come to rest on your spine, bring the hands by your hips. From here, pushing the feet into the floor. Engage your glutes as you exhale and roll the pelvis all the way up to the ceiling. Let's stretch out now the front of the body. As we lift those glutes, we're lengthening the front of the legs. The knees are drawing forward to your toes. Your belly is soft still, pulling into the spine. Your ribs are drawing back into the spine. So we're not sticking out too much. We're drawing back. We're keeping this nice line through the body. Hands resting on the floor, press the floor away. Squeeze those glutes, maybe lift a bit higher. You can stay here, or you can think about bringing the hands beneath the shoulders. If you're comfortable coming up to wheel, there you bring the elbows over the wrists. You keep those arms really straight, strong, and then you push up with the hands, straightening your arms, coming into this wheel. This isn't for you, don't worry, you're already in a strong place. If you're in wheel, squeeze the glutes, lift the pelvis, keep the ribs pulling in, keep the belly elongating. Gaze behind you, between the arms. Let your ears drop right back between the arms. Those arms that are nice and straight. Inhale, last one. And then exhale, we're going to tuck the chin into the chest. If you're a wheel, come onto the shoulders. And then all of us slowly roll back down. And then bring your knees up into your chest. Wrap your right arm around the legs. Take a little rock to each side. And then we'll take the legs out towards the right. Let the left hand just rest on the floor. You can cradle the legs in that right arm, or if they touch the floor, then let the arm release. Inhaling in, start to slow down the breath. Exhaling. Inhaling, deep, steady rounds, and exhaling. Continuous in-breath, flowing into out-breath. Gently bring the knees to the center. And then just taking the left arm, encouraging the knees over to the left. You can cradle there. Maybe use a pillow or a block instead of the arm. Maybe the knees reach the floor. Avoid the temptation to push the knees if they don't reach. We want to let the body soften now and just fall rather than making any more forceful effort. We've had our tapas, our fiery cleansing. We're ready now for Shavasana. Gently bring the knees into the center. The feet come to the floor. And let the knees fall apart for a moment. The hands come to the center to rest on the belly. The feet come to press into each other in prayer. And then just start to breathe into the hands. Slow, deep belly breaths. Maybe you let the belly soften and roll out now. And let it drop down. Inhale into that belly. Exhale, let it go. One more, inhale. And exhale. Gently straighten the legs. Lying out on the mat, hands to the side. And just resting now as long as you need. Gently start to wiggle your fingertips and your toes. Take your head to each side. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Take a long stretch, the hands coming onto the floor behind you. Gently bring the knees onto the mat and into the chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. And then just rolling onto whichever side feels more comfortable. From here, gently push yourself up to sit. Coming up nice and tall. Take another deep breath all the way down into the belly. And release. I hope that this core flow has helped you to feel stable and steady through your center. Have a beautiful rest.